Global financial markets are in flux about the latest World Bank forecast for the global economy, suggesting that there may be a double-dip recession and indeed another global financial crisis. I think there's good reasons to be cautiously optimistic in terms of Australia and indeed in terms of Asia. Firstly, most of the focus has been on European debt, particularly in the new European economies. Most of that doesn't affect Australia directly in terms of trade and investment. Secondly, in the area that is important to Australia in Asia, the World Bank has downgraded India quite strongly, despite the fact that trade-wise, China is more directly affected by the European downturn than India is. And lastly, the emergence of China and India, ASEAN and the emerging economies is actually very, very important for Australia, and basically because Australia has very strong trade links with Asia, with the emerging economies, I think we will fare better than Europe and North America. Some years ago, the Australian historian Geoffrey Blainey wrote a very famous book called The Tyranny of Distance. It talked about how far Australia was from Europe and why that would be very bad for us economically. Well, I think now with the rise of Asia, I think we now can talk about the power of proximity replacing the tyranny of distance as Australia finds itself at the right place at the right time in the Asian century.